Hi, I'm Bill Snyder, and this is my cooking class number 3. Today what we're doing is a variation of the egg sandwich. We always start with our signature egg sandwich right here, which I pre-cooked just to save time on these videos. If you'll notice, I've cooked this lightly again so that the yolk is still running underneath that, but there's no loose egg white on top, or what we had been calling snot before, because that's offensive to a lot of people, including me. I don't like that stuff on there. Anyway, today's the Islamic Egg Sandwich. A lot of people have asked me during the week, why are you doing the Islamic Egg Sandwich this week? What's up with that? And the reason is because this is the month of Ramadan. Ramadan is a very sacred month for the Islamic religion. And, I think that they're entitled to a good breakfast just as much as anybody. So what I decided to do is during the month of Ramadan, where they're supposed to fast from sun up to sundown, and I'd cook a good sandwich for them, or in honor of them, while it was, I wanted to do this before sunrise. Okay, I'm a little bit embarrassed today. I'm not really in good shape. I want to do this before sunrise because they're not supposed to eat after sunrise. But I think I'm going to get away with it today. I got up late. I wanted to get up before dark, but if you look outside, why don't you come over here? It's cloudy out, so I figure I got away with one today. All right, because the sun's really not up; it's still cloudy. So I don't know how much longer we have this cloudy weather, but I'm going to take advantage of it and see what I can get done. All right. So the first thing you have to know, Ramadan. Like I said, it's a very sacred month. They're not supposed to fast. They're supposed to fast during the day, and this is a little known fact, but if a person of the Islamic faith fasts during the month of Ramadan, that counts 30 times more than fasting at a regular time. And you get all your sins forgiven if you do that. I don't know really how that works out mathematically. Like if I have 30 sins and I just fast during the regular time, do I just get one sin forgiven? But if I fast during Ramadan, I guess it takes care of all 30. I'm not sure how this works. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off the topic. So let me get back to here. What I do is, if you're going to cook an Islamic breakfast, let's say you have some Islamic guests here. I don't, but let's just say I did. They're not going to be happy with the fact that you're going to do this with regular bacon, okay? They're going to want you to use something that's okay with their religion. Well, that's not regular bacon because they think that that's unclean, right? So what I do, to accommodate them, I use regular turkey bacon. That's right, because turkey bacon is not offensive. The trick with turkey bacon, the first trick is opening the package. That's why I keep a pair of scissors handy. We haven't used these in past cooking lessons because we haven't needed them. But today, to open this package, if I tried to start jacking with this package here, it'd take me all day long to get this thing open. That's one of the reasons I don't use turkey bacon. I don't even like turkey bacon. You know why? It's not even bacon. All it is, if you come in here, this is simply turkey shaped like bacon. I just think the whole concept is ridiculous. But you know what? It does have a purpose here. Because I still haven't shown you the package. I'm just going to have to manhandle it here. Let's see. Just going to have to strip it down. There we go. All right, good. Now, the trick with turkey bacon is you want it to take as much as possible, taste as much as possible like bacon. So what I do is I just use a ton of butter in the pan. Because turkey bacon is very lean. And that's why it tastes better. What I do is I just load that pan up with butter. And you'll notice that I've got some regular bacon going over here too. Just in case I have some Islamic folks here over for breakfast that aren't as devout. I'll slip them a piece of the regular bacon, but they may not want their friends knowing that, so the only thing I show is turkey bacon, okay? That's just a little trick that I've picked up over the years in serving Islamic bacon. Alright, so we've got this stuff going, and again, you'll see that is just swimming in the butter. Okay, that's to make it taste more like a real bacon, because it's not, like I said, bacon at all. Turkey bacon, which is really just, if you could just picture it as a turkey like at Thanksgiving, and figure, just picture somebody like in a factory making it look like a piece of bacon. That's all that is. So I'm just going to cook that in there, and look at that. That is just swimming in there. All right. All right. I'm going to add another piece here. And if you'll notice, I know in my first video I said I don't generally use brown eggs, and I don't. But we were out of white eggs. And that kind of frustrated me. So I may have to use some brown eggs. This one was a white egg. You can't really tell. Anyway, all right. So we'll get that going there. And let's talk about this for a little bit, because this is Ramadan, and Ramadan was the month that Muhammad had the Quran supposedly given to him by the Archangel Gabriel. And that was in the 9th month. I don't know the 9th month from what, but it was in the 9th month. And that's what makes this that sacred month. And the month moves around during the whole year. And I'm not sure why they do that. It just works out that way. So you can't think about that for a little bit. It's really pretty ingenious, because if I have my Ramadan month during the summer only, that's very tough, because it's light out all day long, which means my fasting period is huge. I'll never be able to get this breakfast in. If it's always in the winter, my days are really short, so I could just basically eat like a pig all day long, except for that little period where there's sunlight. So, I thought about that, because I thought Ramadan was the same time every year. You can't get away with that in this religion. A lot of things you can't get away with. But that's one of them, so you can't cheat on your fast. Let's see how we're doing here with the eggs. You know what I like about these videos? I feel like all you folks are right in my kitchen. I've become friends with some of you people watching the videos, and I just feel like we're all here together. And we really are, in a way. And if we could just talk about things that you would normally talk about, if you were really here. Except you can't talk. That's kind of funny. I get to do all the talking, which is really not much different than if you were here, because if you were here, I'd still be doing all the talking. Okay? And many of you know that. That's why a lot of you don't like me. I mean, you say you like me, but you tolerate me. Anyway, I like to talk. Okay, let's come in here. What was I talking about just a second ago? That's the problem with talking a lot. You lose track of what you're talking about. Now, if you'll notice, this is actually starting to look like bacon. And for the guests here, you'll notice if you come over here, I've got some real bacon going. You know what that does? That puts off the smell of real bacon, yet the nasty taste of bacon is over here. So they're starting to think that this bacon's going to be really good because it smells good. But it's not coming from the bacon that they're going to eat. It's coming from this bacon over here, which just smells good. All right, that's just a little trick I picked up over the years. All right, so what was I talking about? Okay, the Islamic faith. A lot of things I like about the Islamic faith. One of them is the names that they have. I think they have cool names. If I have another son, you know what I'm going to name him? Abdul. I think that name is so cool. There are a lot of Islamic people called Abdul, and I just think that name is fantastic. So, even though I'm not Islamic, and I'm going to have some of the bacon, by the way, because I don't have to really do the fast, because I'm not Islamic, right? It only applies to a person who is Islamic. And just so you know, what you can call an Islamic person, you can call them two things. You can call them Muslim, M-U-S, L-I-M, or a Muslim, M-O-S-L, I'm not sure what that vowel is in there. M-O-S. Anyway, you can call them a Muslim, or you can call them a Muslim. Most people in this country call them Muslims. It just sounds more intelligent. But one time I called the group of people Muslims, and I got criticized for it. They said, there's no such thing as a Muslim. That sounds ignorant. Well, I looked it up. Oh, this bacon's almost done. And you know what? It's just as valid as saying Muslim. So, first I felt really ignorant, and I felt bad about myself when I found out that, you're not supposed to call them Muslims, but it's perfectly okay. All right, there's the bacon. You know what I forgot? let's shut this down. I'm going to turn this turkey bacon over. And when you turn the regular bacon over, and when you turn the regular bacon over, if you have truly devout Muslims or Muslims over here, you don't want to show them that you're using the same spatula that you just used to turn over the turkey bacon. So I turn my back, like that. That way, nobody's really offended. And you know what? I gotta believe that as long as they don't know, everything's okay. Because I'm pretty sure it's okay with God that, that's what this is all about, right? It's really about God. What does God care about? Okay, so I'm going to use the same spatula because I am absolutely confident, 100% confident that God just doesn't care. But if I offend their conscience, that's a mean thing to do. So I turn my back. But they don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I keep that bacon going. Alright, good. And I think it's also noteworthy that before I did that, this is a very good point. Before I turned that bacon over, I had done the turkey bacon first and then touched this. So really, if you think about it, no bacon juice got on the turkey bacon, but some turkey bacon juice got on the regular bacon. And I'm not like an expert in Islam, but I think that's okay if I got the order right. Anyway, there's a lot of things I'm ignorant about about Islam, but that's all going to change. I forgot to get the cheese out. Excuse me a second. As we discussed in our other sandwiches, I always use Kraft cheese, not Kraft singles, Kraft cheese. Because I think that no matter what religion you are, if you're using Kraft singles or any type of singles, that's offensive. It's just offensive taste-wise. You got a little cough there, baby? Yeah. My daughter's got a bad cold. Alright, there she is. Yeah, you're going to be on YouTube, baby. Is that going to be okay with you? I think it will be, because you're like a little actress, aren't you? Anyway, okay, let's see here. We get the cheese out, and what I want to do, I better put the egg on there first. Alright, we're going to have to keep that down, baby, because this is a video, and we have a lot of people watching this video, and you keep coughing like that, it's going to be a little bit embarrassing. I'm going to get some feedback on that this week, and it probably won't be that favorable. As you know, I've gotten a lot of criticism over the week. Now, as we discussed with the other egg sandwiches, you make that yolk, you spread that around. This is no different how you start. That was a burp. Then I take the turkey bacon. Oh, I should use a piece of cheese first. There, I get that piece of cheese on there so that that's getting a little bit melted from underneath. And then what I do is I'll put this hot turkey bacon right on top. Just like that. And I've got some regular bacon over here. And again, if I know, let's say my Islamic guests, and one of them I know pretty well, and I know they're not devout, and I know they'd like to have a slice of real bacon, I'll come over here, and unbeknownst to the other people that are sitting there, who are maybe devout, I'll slip a little piece on there. Nobody really knows. I'm not, like I said, I know the person's not devout. And I'll just put that together like that. Now that does look good. Come in here a little closer. I don't even like turkey bacon. I'm kind of tempted to eat this thing. So anyway, that's the Islamic egg sandwich. And what I'll do for my guests, let me see, I'm going to wash my hands, as you know I like to do. And again, it's not because I want them clean. I just don't like the way my hands feel while I'm cooking. If I have that grease on them, And there is some grease even in turkey bacon. Oh, I am very unprepared today. Alright, take a knife, and again, I don't know why I do this, but I always cut my egg sandwiches diagonally. That's tough. I didn't realize, but cutting turkey bacon, that's a lot tougher. Anyway, okay, I'm going to have a piece of this. Well, it's not good. but it's not that. Now, as part of the month of Ramadan, a lot of things I don't understand about the Islamic faith. That's all I'm going to change this week. I'm going to do two things. Number one, I'm going to go get a copy of the Quran. Excuse me, got a piece of turkey bacon stuck. I'm going to go get a copy of the Quran, and I'm going to make a Muslim friend. I'm going to seek out and make a Muslim friend. You guys think that's funny, don't you? Well, it's not funny, because I have no Muslim friends. I used to have two Muslim friends. I had Alia, that was the lady, and her husband Muhammad. Very dear people, very peace-loving. So, you know, a lot of times we get the impression that the Muslims are very violent. That's not true. I mean, some of them are, but I don't think they're true followers. A lot of them are very peace-loving. So I'm going to make a friend this week. And I've already talked to one of my other friends who has Muslim friends, Michelle. And she told me two places where they hang out. Because I asked her, I said, where do Muslims hang out here in Madison? So she told me two places, and I'm going to go hang out at those places this week. And I'm just going to make a conversation with somebody and get to know them, and really have them over for an Islamic egg sandwich. Thank you very much.